Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Favi, and welcome to Arrows DIY. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 ornaments inspired by the Shabby Chic aesthetic. These ornaments were made using items from Dollar Tree, Beebeecraft, and accessories I had on hand. They were super fun and easy to make. If you want to make these for your own tier tray or Christmas tree, stick around and I'll show you how. Now let's get started. For DIY number 1, you're going to grab one of these at the Dollar Tree. It's called a high cloche dome, and it's the really tall one. Then you're going to take off the sticker, and then you're also going to get some nylon cable ties, or as I like to call them, zip ties. We're going to take one zip tie and we're going to hot glue that about 1 centimeter away from the center point at the top. We're going to go ahead and glue 4 more across and on the sides at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. Once you have all these zip ties in position, we're going to go ahead and add 4 more zip ties. And they're going to be placed in between the first 4 zip ties we put on. Next, we're going to grab another zip tie. We're going to cut off that square attachment at the top, and we're going to hot glue it about 1.5 inches from the top of the dome. We're going to place a line of hot glue on that zip tie and just wrap it around the dome horizontally, leaving an opening in the front. We're going to do the same thing 2 more times, 1 inch from the top zip tie. Once all 3 zip ties are done being attached with hot glue, we're going to go on to the next step. Take your scissors and cut off the excess zip tie so that the length of the zip ties is the same length as the bottom of the dome. We're going to need to hold on to those zip tie pieces that we just cut, because we're going to use them later in this DIY. Now we're going to get these pearls that I purchased at the Dollar Tree, and we're going to hot glue them right on top of that intersection where the zip ties cross. So we're going to go ahead and add 3 pearls all around this dome. When I put the pearls on, I made sure that the holes of the pearls were facing in the same direction. I made them face up and down, but you're free to do whatever you want. I didn't want to have to worry about covering that hole, and honestly, you don't really notice it because it's going to be covered by ribbon. So now we're going to take this ribbon, the sheer ribbon that I got at the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to cut that into 4-inch pieces. You could use any ribbon you have on hand, and this is a perfect DIY to use your scraps. I like this ribbon because it gave me Shabby Chic vibes. So now I'm going to go ahead and hot glue this in between the zip ties, and I would recommend wearing finger protectors because hot glue does not discriminate. So now I'm going to take this other ribbon I had on hand, and I'm going to hot glue that on top of the zip ties. Now I'm going to take a whole bunch of lace ribbon that I got from Beebeecraft, and those are in the color white as well as beige. like an off-white color. And I like this ribbon because it gives me those shabby chic vibes. So we're just going to go ahead and attach those ribbons all around this dome. Now I'm going to take this color by Folk Art called Seashell Pink, and I'm going to paint this piece of a doll body. This doll's from the Dollar Tree, and unfortunately we took her apart. So now I'm going to paint this with 2 coats of this seashell pink color. And my little helper here is going to help me blow this dry. Okay, so once that's dry, we're gonna go ahead, and I don't know why I wanted to do this, but I just felt like it needed to be a little darker. So I took this color by Folk Art called Lipstick Red, and I was trying to kind of give it like a distressing, and then I realized it looks like a horror story. So then I just mixed the color in and made kind of like a striped effect, kind of. And I like that a lot better, which is originally the look I was going for. So I don't know if you can see this here, but it kind of looks like streaky. I really like that. Once that was dry, we took the Folk Art color in Winter White, and I'm just gonna paint a corset onto the doll body. So this is nothing fancy, I'm just painting. And you do have to be careful because I haven't added Mod Podge yet, so the paint isn't sticking very well to the doll. So just be sure that you're not brushing too hard with your paintbrush. Now I'm gonna add Mod Podge in gloss. I used the gloss Mod Podge because I wanted it to have that porcelain effect. Now I'm taking the ends of those zip ties we cut earlier, and we're just gonna make a corset on the body of this doll. So basically here I'm just trying to make like a mannequin looking shabby chic ornament for the tree. Now this little tool here is handy. It's called an embossing tool. I also got that at the Dollar Tree, and it helps me push those zip ties in a little bit. Now I did use a lot of hot glue because I wanted the hot glue to kind of fill in the gaps of those zip ties on the corset. And now I'm just going to finish the end there with this lace. So once that's attached, we're going to go ahead and attach the body to the dome, the doll body to the dome. So you do have to hold this for a long time. Now I appreciate your time, so I did cut this off, but I did cut off a lot of the footage, but I did hold it a lot longer than that, probably for like a whole minute. Now I'm taking this color by Folk Art called Pure Gold, and literally it is the most vibrant color. Now I did not want full coverage because I wanted it to look a little aged. And once that was painted, I did coat it with Mod Podge. Now I'm taking some pearls and adding them to the roses, filling the dome with roses, and I also added one little pearl to the bottom of the stand there. Now I just had to make her a little more chic, so I just added a little bit of ribbon and a pearl and topped off the mannequin with some gold, pure gold paint. And this is how it looks at the end. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you would like this ornament for yourself. So now I just took some twine and I put it in between those little holes there on the doll, and that's where we are going to hang it off the tree or on your mantle, wherever you want to do it. Now this challenge is hosted by Corie over at Crafted by Corie, and she's hosting this month's theme is Christmas in July. which is why I'm doing these ornaments inspired by Shabby Chic. I will leave Corie's link in the description below. You should definitely check her out. She's so talented. So now I'm taking all these ribbons, my whole ribbon collection, and I'm going to just cut different sizes of this ribbon. So I cut about 3 pieces of each kind of ribbon, and then the sheer ribbon I cut about 6 pieces of. Now I had this thick sheer ribbon from the Easter collection at Dollar Tree, and I just cut off the fluorescent edges there because I like the sheerness of the ribbon, and the color had that pink that I'm using here on that doll body. So now I'm taking this wire. Dollar Tree does carry that black wire, but I just found this wire in my stash, so I'm using this one, but any color will do. This is going to be, the wire is going to help us attach this together as well as form the hook for your ornament to hang. So now you're just going to place your wire vertically and then lay your ribbons horizontally across the wire, and then we're just going to gather it at the center and twist that wire to tighten it together. Now I thought that I was just going to create that tassel ornament now, but then I decided that I wanted to add more of the shabby because it's looking very chic. So I just added on some twine. I used a 7-inch block. I love that block for making tassels. So I just used that block. I wrapped it around. I wrapped the twine around that block about 15 times, and then I attached that to the wire. Once that's all gathered together in the center, I just folded it in half, made a nice little top there, and then took another piece of wire and wrapped that all together there at the top. Once it was wrapped, I took the excess wire that was hanging out at the end and I looped it through the wire that we wrapped around, and then I went the opposite way. Now I'm using this hair clip that I got and I never used, so I'm just gonna slip that right in there just to add a little ornate feature to it, and that's it. That is the little ornament. Oh yeah, but we have to finish the top hook now. So all I did was I made a circle, like a loop with the 2 pieces, and then I twisted the wire around that loop, and now I'm just putting a little bit of hot glue on the end so that no one gets scratched. And that's it. Let me know if you like that DIY or if you would even try that. Super simple and super chic. Now for DIY number 3, you're going to need this little wood ornament piece, heart-shaped. I found it at the Dollar Tree. And I also found this rub-on transfer that I've never seen before. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen this rub-on transfer in your Dollar Tree. I found this Dollar Tree transfer and they only had one in my store. So it was just like the stars aligned. I thought it was so cute, so shabby chic. So now I'm just cutting out the rose picture as well as another picture that I liked. And I'm going to use Apple Barrel's white. And I'm just going to give this one coat. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Fabi. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I hope you subscribe. And I do high-end dupes and Dollar Tree DIYs, as well as thrift flips on my channel. I am not fixed to one decor style. I like a lot of decor styles. So you'll see me do shabby chic, you'll see me do farmhouse, rustic, you'll see me do a little bit of here and there. So please consider subscribing and hit that like button. It really helps my channel. So now I just took that decal of the rose. Once this paint was dry, I went ahead and I just used my little embossing tool, also from the Dollar Tree. And look how easily this decal came out. Now, Dollar Tree really impressed me with this rub-on transfer because it looks like Tim Holtz quality. Now I just took the word joy because I feel like that sounds like Christmas. and I just rubbed it on, and look how beautiful that looks. I just brought the leaf over to the edge. I really didn't have to do this because I covered it anyways, but I guess I'll know that it's there. Now I'm just going to take some of this lace and I'm going to hot glue it all around the edge of this little heart. Now this ornament is actually reversible. I made it so both sides can be used. So I can flip it, or I can put it in a spot on my tree where it's seen from both sides. Alright, so now I'm just going to take some more of that same ribbon that I've been using, and I am going to line them up and cut them up, and I'm going to tie them in the center with some twine after I add more twine. And I just think the twine really helps give it that shabby chic quality, add that shabby to the chic. So now I'm just going to add that to the center there and then put a rose. So that's how it looks on both sides, and it's hanging by the original twine that it came with. Now this little bow I just made out of an old earring. I couldn't find the match to the earring, so I sacrificed the earring for this ornament, and I think it looks so cute. I made a little bow and I put the earring there, and that's it. Please let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite today, and hit that like button if you like this video. And if you want to see more of what I make in this house, please subscribe. I would love for you guys to join the Arrows DIY crew. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. I am so happy. I'm almost at my 500 subscriber mark, and the giveaway is on my video. I will link it right here if you would like a chance to win that giveaway. Take care, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!